What is up, my fellow Vengeful Horde? This is your wonderful leader, Miss Retribution. In today's video, it's gonna be about easy champs to play in League of Legends for you beginners. Because I had a video that I was gonna upload about it, but I decided not to and make a better one. So, for those of you who are starting out and kind of want to play top lane, I'd suggest maybe Garen or Darius. Sure, you have to save it for Darius because he's actually a pretty easy champ. I've played him before and almost got a pentakill my first go. And that was very scary, so I banned him every time. Like, no, I don't want it, no. So Garen and Darius, another great top laner. Well, maybe great, but I don't know about that. I would have to say you can try to play Lysandra, because she is a good top laner. She has that ultimate that heals herself if you put it on yourself. If you do not, then you just ulted the enemy and he may or may not live if he is getting a gank. So I would not suggest playing Lysandra unless you kind of built, I don't know, like Rod of Ages and some tank and some damage like Wooden's Echo. Like, that would be helpful. Ooh, and Azonia's. That's really good, because if you get your Rod of Ages, get that first because it stacks up to 10 and it gives you armor and gives you magic damage, and Zonia's gives you armor and it gives you magic damage. And if you get the Wooden's Echo after that, then your attack gives multiple magic damage plus springs off of whatever you hit to other few people or minions. And you get bonus movement speed, which would be helpful. That was the third one you could play. I wouldn't suggest playing it if you're a beginner, but you usually get her if you start up and you play the bot game. You usually can play Lysandra, and I would suggest you either play her mid or top, because she's not really a good jungler. She's not an AD carry, and she can maybe be a support if you're really good with her. I've played her support before, and that's just because I did the ultimate on myself, or that I ulted the enemy AD carry so that they couldn't get away, so my ADC could pick up the kill. For the fourth top laner that you could play that is pretty easy for you to play, I would kind of suggest maybe playing the Satan Teemo. Everybody hates Satan. Why not be him? I mean, start off with Q, stack up your poison with your W and your E, gives you movement speed and a little bit of attack speed, and your R is just shrooms that go invisible. Unless somebody has a pink ward or like a little scanny thing that supports mainly have, then no one can see your poison little mushroom. And when they're about to die and they step on it, then they can say, "I hate you, Teemo, go burn." I've played Teemo before. I played him ADC. No one liked me for it. No. But never underestimate the scout's code. Yeah, don't underestimate him, because he will become Satan and kill you, and it's not fun, because I've been 3-shot before, or 2-shot by a Teemo, because he was fed, because he was in top lane, and he was basically an ADC, or he could be mid, he can play jungle, he can basically play everything. Satan can go anywhere, people. Play Satan. I wouldn't suggest play Satan with me if you're going to go against me, and if you don't know that you're going against me, then I severely suggest that you expect a whole bunch of pain coming towards your lane, because I will. I'll take little breaks from my lane to come right up to you, and Teemo is underfed now, and now we're gonna win. So that was the fourth person you could play. I don't suggest you play him if you want to live. The fifth person that you can play that is really easy to play is Ryze. And no one likes Ryze because he's awful. Takes no skill. At least when I played him, he took no skill. And he does a lot of damage. And damage is okay, I guess. Yeah, we know damage is okay. Don't tell us that twice. Let's see. The sixth person you may play in the top lane that is pretty easy for you to play, I would have to say, is Shen. Because he is basically a support, but he's also mainly a top laner. He's tanky, He has ultimate, which is like a TP, so you can save your teleport to go back to your lane. So you're like, I'm gonna save my team. Here's your shield. Pops out. I saved your life, and I got a kill. Now I want to TP back to top lane after I go back to grab some items for that kill, then go back to top lane, and then kill that top laner. Yeah, no, yeah, So those are the 6 or 7 people that I've just mentioned that you can play top lane that are pretty easy to play. And now we're going to go on to the jungle. The jungler, the one who calls his shots sometimes. Depends on who's better at the game. You can play Yi. You can be that jerk. You can. I've played him and I've sucked because I don't like Yi and I'm not good with people like Yi. Well, I'm just not good with Yi in general, so I think I'm good with other people, just not Yi. Yi's not my thing. Not my fling. Oh, like Singe, top lane. You can also play him. Don't do that. No. So you have Yi that you can play in the jungle. Pretty easy. Warwick, pretty easy again. His ultimate basically keeps you in check while his team basically jumps on top of you while he's getting life back for destroying you. Then you're dead, and then you hate your life because you're like, I wish I had the silver belt to get me out of that stun. While he was calling you down and you basically died, but so you're fine. If you're ADC, you're not fine. Or the mid laner, you're not really fine. Because of those two, he most likely would stop. And number 3 for the jungler, you could possibly play. I would most likely suggest maybe Vi because she's really fun. She's a damage dealer. She can build tank. She's really cool. I would suggest getting the warrior smite with her. Just get warrior smite. Get whatever color you want. Purple heals you. Red does fire damage, and blue slows enemies. And the white one, I forget what that one does. I think the white one. No. You can play. I think this is the 5th or 6th one. 4th or 5th. You can play. No, yeah, because. Yep. Yi, Warwick, Vi. Aha, it's 4th. You can play Sejuani. She is a tank. You just build tank with her. And you do a lot of damage. If you can build. I usually build the tank smite with her, but some people build warrior with her. I know some of you are gonna say she's AP. She doesn't need AD. Well, when I play Sejuani, she needs AD, and I will kill you with AD, and then I will taunt you after I kill you with my AD and be like, ha, you said she's AP, well AD just wrecked you, so I don't want to hear it. So number 5, the 5th jungler you may play, it can be pretty easy, but kind of difficult at the same time. I think you could play Diana. She's easy, but she also seems like she takes skill. Her Q, if you set it up with her R, you can get another R again. That's really cool. So I usually would do like the Q, R, then like do the W, which would pull them in. And the E is like her shield. It hits you 3 times, still does damage, and she gets a shield per hit on those shields. So if she hits you 3 times, she gets her full shield. Once she gets like a little bit of a shield. Second time, kind of halfway of the shield. And the third one, she gets a shield. She's pretty good. I usually play Diana, mid, jungle, top. I play her anywhere. She can go anywhere too, depending on how skilled you are. But usually in ranks, you don't want to do that. For your 6th person you could play as jungler, I wouldn't suggest you play this person because they do early ganks, and I'm not one to do early ganks, and I still find the champ difficult to play to this day would be Kindred, but I don't think you should play her because she is still very difficult to play for me. So I've played the game for like a few years, and it's very difficult for me. I don't enjoy playing her as much as I did when I played her mid. In ADC, she's not very good at, but I still play her time to time there because I just want to have a little fun, but usually play her just mid or jungle. The 7th person you can play in the jungle, you can play Jin Zhao because he's not super difficult. As I've heard from most of my friends who've started playing him out on the first day, they usually watch a video on him or they just play him and read his abilities and then they know what to do. You mainly should just start out with your Q. I don't know, I've never played Jin Zhao, but my friends tell me he is very easy to play and that I should play him if I ever want to play jungle. And I don't want to play jungle because I don't want to gank people. I'm sorry, I just don't care. I care about dragons and barons, and if I see a gank, I'll take it. I will play jungle sometimes, but I am not going to cater to you saying I need assistance. You can handle it yourself. I need to get the dragon, and I need to get my blue buff. Okay? So ADC, you can just wait. Just wait. Okay? See this? This is my face. Do I care? No. You can go back, hug the tower, and then I can gank. Because whenever you ask for a gank, you're halfway up the map. I have to go further, then they get to their tower, and it makes it stupid. So please, just hug the tower. Please. I beg you. That's why I don't gank. It's because people are stupid. They go halfway. Okay, I ganked. You're welcome. I did like 10 damage or something. You're welcome. You didn't gank! You didn't! Well, you didn't hug the tower. You didn't let him push. You just pushed him back. So I couldn't gank. Well, whatever. And for the mid lane, the first mid laner that you may play that is extremely easy is Ori, the 9-tailed fox. It reminds me of Naruto. Yeah, because you start out with her Q. I would max that first. Does damage. And her passive basically gives you... Oh, I cannot say this. Whatever. I'll do a video about her later. All about her abilities and what I think you should max. I know. You're welcome. But her Q, it goes forward and then it goes back. And then it stacks up. And I think it stacks up to 6 or 10. And then the next attack you do, which I would suggest you do a Q because it gives you more health. It gives you health back if you have any that's lost. And if you don't, get some damage, take some health from your enemy, but you still take health from your enemy. Her W is a charm. I would not suggest you can get that second, but don't max that second or third. Max that last, okay, because it doesn't do as much damage. Her E has 3 balls that circle around her, and that does damage, so I'd max that maybe third or second, depending, but mainly max out your Q first, and then maybe your R second. Because her R is a Spirit Rush, and she does it 3 times to get away or to get to her enemy, and she can still use her abilities while she's moving, which is really cool. So that is a very easy champ for you guys to play. The second easy mid lane champion to play is a Kali. I've played a Kali before, and she's really fun. She's not difficult unless, you know, you're playing against people who have ranged attacks, and you're basically kind of screwed. Zed is kind of an even match, even though he is ranged, but he still has to have some type of close-up basic attack for his passive to proc. The third one you can play is Malzahar because literally he is not difficult at all. Literally. I've played him. He's not difficult. 4, Annie. Obviously, because she can go top, mid, and, you know, support, and no one likes Annie, okay? She's evil. She's evil. She's just off. Oh, wait, yeah, and also in jungle you can play Moo Moo, because the Moo Moo and Annie are just ship, and it's cute. He's also easy to play. But anyway, back to the point. Annie's evil. You can play her. Don't play her with me. Don't play her on the enemy, or I will kill you. Literally. Like Teemo, but worse. Just kidding. Teemo is worse than Annie. Number 5, Diana can go mid lane. See, I'm gonna bring her back. Number 6 for mid lane. I would suggest you don't play Talia mid lane unless you're really good with anyone you play. But I would want Talia. Okay, I want to play support Talia. But 6, I would suggest that you play. What's that champion's name? have that champion's name in my head. I'm gonna say Talon is also easy because I played him before and I did well and we won that game. Number 7 for mid lane, Lux. Okay, that's the name I was looking for, Lux. Because she's easy, she's ridiculous, and they say she was nerfed. She didn't get nerfed. She's evil still. Okay, she can pentakill in a second. Now, time to go to the ADC. Oh, ADC. Attack, damage, carry. Well, anyway, for attack, damage, carry, the first one that's easy to play is Ashe. But, you know, I don't want to play Ashe because she's boring to me. I can actually play better ADCs and stuff like that. But, you know, I play Ashe every once in a while. Maybe once a month if I need her. And number 2 would have to be Misfortune. And she's good, I guess, still. Number 3, I would have to say if you're playing ADC, you can play Ezreal because he's easy to play and he's really fun. I played him my first game and I won that game, got a triple kill, and I was so happy. I was just like, oh man, I love Ezreal. You can go mid with him, but he's better as an ADC in my opinion. So number 4 for ADCs, I would have to say Quinn because she's don't play Quinn. No, never, no, don't play Quinn. Because I can only play Quinn. Because no one appreciates Quinn as much as I do. Quinn. Okay? Read my lips. Quinn. C. No, not C. Quinn. Quinn. I love Quinn. I made her for a while. On my Smurf. I love Quinn. Okay. So, okay, we said Ashe, Misfortune, Ezreal. We'll just say Quinn. You can play Quinn, whatever, fine. 5 would be Jinx. Jinx is easy to play. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to play. I did a rocket scientist. And she uses rockets. So number 6. Teemo. Told you, Satan can go anywhere. Number 7. Let me just think a little bit on that one because that one's a little difficult. Oh boy. Sivir. Didn't take a while. Sivir's easy to play. You get her at the start of the game along with Ashe. And I wouldn't suggest you play her because I hate Sivir players. Not really, I don't hate Sivir players. I hate certain ones that are rude and toxic. So if you're a toxic player, I hate you. But I also feel your pain. I feel how toxic you are, where it originated, and that you're just a jerk. To the support. Number 1, Morgana. If you want to be a snare queen and be that perfect person who is a pain, who no one likes, who is alone, who owns 50 cats, then Morgana is your champion. She has a Q, it snares. Her R, it snares everybody if they're in it. You know, she has a shield that repels magic damage, and she has another ability that takes your health away. So go ahead, play her. Number 2, Soraka. Well, you have to be good with the skill shots like the Q and the E, because the Q gives you health and the E silences, and the W, all you gotta do is click on the champion, and R, you just heal everybody who's about to die. Number 3, DJ Sona. Fricka Rush. She has a heal, damage, which is magic damage, and she can give that to her friends and whoever's in it. She has speed, she has healing, and she has a stun. And if she uses her passive and uses 3 abilities, whatever it lands on, if it lands on the Q and she has her Q up and she uses it again, you get more damage for it, okay? She gets more damage. And if she has it on her W, she takes your health away and gives it to herself. And her E, it slows you, so don't let her slow you. And her R is a stun, so imagine that. Slow, stun, you're dead. Don't even move. She has an exhaust. Boom, you're dead again. No, no. So we have Morgana, Soraka, and Sona. That's 3, 4. I would suggest for support you play Leona because she's tanky, she's mean, and nobody likes her. Except her ADC is like, yes, aggressive Leona. If you're a passive Leona, then you're stupid. Don't play passive Leona. Leona's not meant to be played passively. She's meant to play aggressively. She's a tank. She tanks the damage. What are you gonna do? Let me just get relic shield. I'm gonna sit back here while you do the damage, ADC. But you're supposed to be my tank. You're supposed to attack and be aggressive. I'm passive Leona. And I'm aggressive Leona. Boom! Pentakill! Bam! Aggressive. Perfect. Number 5. That one I would have to say would have to be... I wouldn't say Thresh because he's actually skilled. Maybe Talea. Because, or Talia, whatever how you pronounce it, I don't know. But Talea, she has a knock-up, she has a slow, she has a wall that comes off that would use someone's flash. And she has a Q that does more damage if she's standing in her circle. So, she's a good support. Good support. Number 6, Teemo. No. Well, no, I don't suggest you play Teemo support unless you're good at the game. Because you would need to get Relic Shield. And I usually play ADC sometimes with Relic Shield. So, no. We'll say Lux. Because Lux is a good support. She does damage. She has a snare, which is her Q. She has an E that takes up basically the whole lane and does damage. And she has a shield. And she has an R that is basically global, but not really global because it cuts off to a certain degree. And for number 7, we would say Annie. Because Annie is a pain. So there you go. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And tell me what are the champions that you are going to play the next time you play League of Legends. And if you want, you can ask me any questions about League of Legends because I used to play League of Legends all the time. And I still check up on the surrender at 20 and everything. So this has been Miss Retribution, and I'll be seeing you beautiful people in the next video. Bye!